What's up, guys? Dustin Yewy here, and I am here with the 2014 Stanley Cup playoff simulation. Now, I've done this in 2012, 2013, so if you guys want to check those out and relive the terrible simulation that is EA Sports playoffs, go back, and the links will be in the description, as well as I'll have two of them in the end video there. But yeah, so playoffs are upon us now. Obviously, my Detroit Red Wings made it in there. Oh, baby. They clinched. I'm so pumped. But, yeah, so here's the setup. We got Colorado, Minnesota, St. Louis, Chicago, Anaheim, Dallas, San Jose, LA, and then the East we got Boston, Detroit, Tampa Bay, Montreal, Pittsburgh, Columbus, and then the Rangers and Philly. So before I begin, basically I'm just going to sim each round. I have injuries on, so it's realistic. It's just the most current roster updates. I haven't gone through. I know, like, I think it was 2012. I wanted to go so in depth, but I don't want to make this too long. So I went super in depth and like made all the lines as they were. But you know what? Whatever. I'm not going to do that because people like there is the odd minor mistake and people complain. So I'm just doing the current roster updates. There is injuries. There's 20-minute periods, so I'll probably go into the finals and possibly watch the final game. I don't remember how I did it last year, but yeah. So, my predictions. I'll just do some quick predictions. You guys can throw your predictions in the comments section below of what you actually think will happen. So, from the East, obviously, I'm gonna want my Detroit Red Wings to make it to the finals. Is that a realistic thing? It is possible. As long as we get those young guys going. We got that Nyquist, we got Tadar, we got. We finally got Datsuk back. He had 2 assists in his last game, which was phenomenal. I mean, Cronwell's been playing friggin' awesome. The biggest thing for Detroit is to get Jimmy Howard going. If he doesn't go, sometimes he's off and on. If he doesn't go, I think there's going to be big problems in Detroit. The actual team that I think will probably make it to the finals, again, even though they are taking on Detroit, is Boston, sadly. Boston just, I don't know, they have such a good depth going on for them. They have, obviously, Tuukka Rask has been playing absolutely unbelievable this year. Zdeno Chara is always a force on the blue line. And then you got Patrice Bergeron, who's probably one of the most, well, not most, but like he's probably like one of the top couple defensive forwards, in the game. He just plays such a good two-way game that he can put up goals, but he can also, he can play some really solid defense as well. And obviously last year you saw how many injuries he had going into the finals and came back and played and they won. So yeah, if they keep those guys healthy, they're going to be dangerous. Any surprises out of the conference? Obviously all the teams have a great chance. I think Pittsburgh, if they can get everyone back and going, they're obviously going to be deadly. Letang's finally back as well, which is, that's another asset to the Pittsburgh Penguins. I feel like they could easily beat Columbus. New York and Philly, I mean, obviously New York has a pretty solid team. It's just if they play or not, their consistency isn't there. And then Tampa, Montreal, I feel like Tampa will have the edge as long as, they got Stamkos going and Callahan. Callahan has actually been playing pretty good in Tampa. So if they get their goalie Bishop going, he's going to be a threat. So again, there's so many possibilities. I think other than Boston or Detroit, I think Pittsburgh probably has the second best chance. In the West, obviously, man, the West is so stacked. You look at the Central in specific, sorry. The Colorado, Minnesota, St. Louis, Chicago. All those teams are pretty solid. Minnesota has had goalie issues, but like I was just in Minneapolis and watched the game where they took on Pittsburgh, and Breezgalov actually looked really solid. He made a couple of really big saves, and I mean, obviously Pittsburgh didn't have their full team going or whatever. They were out Malkin, but I think a couple other guys. Their lines weren't, totally perfect, but yeah, Breezgalov actually played solid. So I think if they can get Breeze going and he plays a great, you know how good he can play, but it's just whether he's on his game or not. So I think obviously the big question of the playoffs is goaltending. So Colorado has a good young team. A lot of stuff going for them. St. Louis, I think St. Louis could easily be a Stanley Cup champion. I mean, their depth is just absolutely insane. If Ryan Miller can play like Ryan Miller, he's going to be a threat. And then Chicago, obviously Chicago, they've had a couple injuries here and there, but I think most of them should be back for the playoffs. It's hard to say unless they physically can't play, but Yeah, that's going to be a good series. The other team I'd love to see win just because one of my favorite players is Anaheim. Timo Solani last night did a lap and he grabbed J.S. Shigeri. He's just a classy guy. One of the best. So I'd love to see him win another cup, obviously. But Dallas is dangerous too. Seguin has been freaking amazing this year. I mean, the West is just so like stacked, and all the teams are just absolutely amazing. I mean, the East is pretty good too, but I think the West is gonna have a lot of great tight series. So there it is. Okay, sorry, sorry I talked for a little bit. We'll just get this going really fast. So I've gone into Detroit. I am controlling all of the games. They're all 20 minutes, like I said. All the rules and stuff are on. Injuries are on. So I'll probably just do the best lines kind of thing if there are injuries. All right, so let's go. First round. We'll just go through it here like really fast. Detroit's down. Oh, they tied it up. Oh, they're up ahead. Oh, Detroit moves on. What's up? All right, so there's the first round. Let's just take a quick peek here. So Detroit beat Boston in 6. Tampa Bay beat Montreal in 5. That's kind of what I thought would happen. Columbus swept Pittsburgh, which is kind of a surprise, actually. The Rangers beat Philly. Kind of thought that would happen. Colorado beat Minnesota. That wasn't really a question. Chicago sweeping St. Louis. Now, that's definitely not going to happen. I think it's going to be a, like, at least 5 to 7 game series. But they're going to be super close games, you know. One team is going to at least win 1 or 2. But they're just going to be so tight. I could see probably a couple overtimes and stuff. Dallas beating Anaheim, it is possible. Like that series went to 7. Like I said, most of the West is going to be pretty tight. So Dallas beating Anaheim isn't a very big surprise as long as they get everyone going. Like I said, Seguin and so on. Jamie Benn, their team is just really good. San Jose beat LA, which that's kind of a surprise. I don't know. But yeah, so we got the, I guess, semifinals in the conferences. Colorado, Chicago, San Jose, Dallas, Tampa Bay, Detroit, New York Rangers, and Columbus Blue Jackets. All right, so let's keep going here. So we got, I'm obviously controlling Detroit. I have all the teams, but I'm kind of surprised that Pittsburgh got swept. It's a little bit surprising on it, honestly. I'll go 5 games to start off. Just see how we go. Oh, wow. All right, so Detroit got swept by Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is actually a pretty solid team. If you go into doing the GM mode, their team always turns out ridiculous, obviously, as we've seen in the Toronto GM. I guess I got to pick up a new team. So I'm going to just choose... let's go with Tampa. We'll just pick Tampa. We'll go with Tampa. All right, so Tampa Bay. Let's take a look at the playoff tree really fast here. So in the East, we had Tampa Bay sweeping Detroit, which I don't think will happen if that was the matchup. Actually, something else I forgot to mention was the Detroit-Boston series. Detroit's actually won 3 of 4 games this year against Boston, so that's pretty promising. But yeah, against Tampa, Detroit, they've had some close games this year, so I don't feel like it would be a 4-0 sweep. I really doubt that unless there's injuries, which we haven't really been posted on yet, so I don't think that would happen. Columbus beating the Rangers, that's a possible matchup that, like, I could see that happening. It went to 7, obviously. It was a tight series. So Tampa Bay and Columbus. And then in the West, we had Colorado taking out Chicago in 7. Again, I think that's basically what the series would be like. It'd be a tight either way. Either team could probably win that. San Jose, Dallas, same thing. The West is just so good. The West is just insane. How many good teams there are. So San Jose, Dallas, yeah, makes sense. So Colorado, San Jose, and then you got Tampa Bay, Chicago on the other side. If this was the real life matchup, I could see Colorado taking that series. And then I'm honestly going to go with Tampa Bay. They're a really good team. They're a solid team. All right, so we got Tampa Bay here. Hopefully we don't lose. We'll go 5 games to start here. Oh, wow. Win. Loss, win. So 3-2 for Columbus. 7 games. See what happens. Oh, wow. Columbus took out Tampa Bay. Yeah, I don't think that would happen. I really don't think that would happen. So the finals, wow, okay, I was wrong, completely wrong. 7-game series again. So San Jose, Colorado went to 7. Columbus, Tampa Bay went to 7. So we got San Jose and Columbus here in the Stanley Cup final. This would kind of be It's possible, but honestly, if this was the final, I'd probably still watch it, but would I enjoy it? Probably not. It's just I don't mind San Jose. I mean it'd be kind of nice to see Big Joe win another Stanley Cup. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Actually, wait, has he won? I think he's won a Stanley Cup. I could be completely mistaken on that point. I'm pretty sure he has, but yeah, that'd be kind of boring. I don't know if I'd really get into the series too much. I'd probably still watch it, like I said, but let's pick San Jose here. Again, I don't think this match would actually happen, but we'll see. We'll do the first 3 games here. Oh, really? Wow. Okay, so Columbus is up 3-1. All right, so let's check this out really fast. We'll go into the actual final games to see who wins. We'll do times 8 to start. Wow, 1-0 Columbus after 1 shot. Okay, they tied it. Actually, no, let's just do times 6, and I'll just go through the periods really fast. So 2-1 after 1. Second period brought up nothing. Resume sim. So third period. Obviously, Columbus is up 3-1 in the series. Unless San Jose can tie it somehow. 61.6%. Oh, there it is! All right. So on the power play, San Jose, Irwin gets it on the power play in overtime and forces a Game 6. So we'll go back to the sim, see what happens. We got a tie series, or well, not a tied series here. Game 6. I don't know why I said tied series. So Columbus is up 3-2. We'll go through here. So 2-0 first period, 2-1 second period. Might be another close game here. See what happens in the third period. All right, let's see. Can Columbus hold on this time? 3, 2, 1. Okay, so 2-1 for Columbus. A minute to go in Game 6. They're at home. Let's see if they can clinch the Stanley Cup. Let's see what happens here. Big draw there. Oh, Jenner! Oh, there it is! 3-1! 3-1 Columbus. I think it's all but done now. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's keep going. So 3-1 for Columbus. Let's see what happens. They're coming in. San Jose pressuring. They got an open net. Trying to get back in this game. Not much time though. Here it is. Oh, Humberger, open net. It's over. 4-1. 4-1 for Columbus. Gonna clinch their first Stanley Cup. Let's just keep going here. We got 28.8 to go. 28.8. Let's go. Tootin. Wisniewski walking in there. Oh, they just let him walk right in. So San Jose's Stanley Cup hopes are over. The Columbus Blue Jackets are gonna win it. 18 seconds to go. Let's just keep going ahead here. I think Joe Thornton is going to win the Conn Smythe here. I think he had like 30. Oh no, actually Joe Thornton won it. Yeah, he had the most points though. I think he had like 31 or 32 points. Offside again. Oh my goodness, can't stand this. Jeez, cannot stand the AI. So 4-1 for Columbus. Here we go. It's almost done. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there you have it. So the Columbus Blue Jackets with a 4-2 series lead, or 4-2 series win, sorry, in the Stanley Cup Finals to clinch their first Stanley Cup. Celebrating now. What an amazing series. Unbelievable. They did give up a overtime goal in Game 5 to force Game 6, but they were able to wrap it up with a 4-1 victory. It was 2-1 going into the third, and then they got up 3-1, and then the open netter to clinch it. There we are, doing the handshake. I'm not sure who's going to win the Conn Smythe. We'll see. Oh, yeah, okay. Sergei Bobrovsky, 16 wins, 1.61 goals against, and a .945 save percentage. So there it is. All right, here comes the captain, Johnson. Gonna get that Stanley Cup. Woo. There he is, hoisting it. All right, so there it is. Okay, so I'll just do a quick overview of the player stats. So Joe Thornton, as I said, led with 32 points. I thought he had 31 or something. I didn't really quite see. Marlowe had 26. That's a lot of points. Holy crap. Marlowe had 26. Pavelski had 21. Johansson, Ryan Johansson had 18. Havelad at 16. Let's look at the goal leaders here. So Joe Thornton, Patrick Marleau both had 12 goals each. Let's go just do quick goalies here. So goalies, where are we? So Sergei Bobrovsky obviously won the Conn Smythe. 24 games, 1.61 goals against, 16, 6 and 2, and a 9.453. 5 shutouts. Not bad at all. Bishop had the next best, Lundqvist, and then Crawford. They actually all did pretty solid there. It's kind of what you expect out of playoff goalies, though. All right, so the Columbus Blue Jackets win the Stanley Cup in 6 games against the San Jose Sharks. That is the NHL 14 Stanley Cup sim. Before, I used to go back and redo the sim every round. So as soon as the first round is done, I would usually go back and do the second round. If you guys want me to do that, let me know, and I will do that as well. As I said, leave some comments below about what you guys think will happen in the playoffs. This is completely not what I thought, as I explained at the start. So, yeah, I didn't foresee this coming at all. But I mean, the sim is okay in this game, but it's not the best. So, would Columbus make it? I don't think they would have swept Pittsburgh. I really don't think that would have happened. But you never know. I guess anything can happen in the playoffs. There it is. Again, leave comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. And thanks for watching, guys.